my favorite question of all to kind of position this. Whose career ultimately would you rather have had, Dan Marino's or Eli Manning's?
Eli Manning's, because he won the rings. That's fair.
Well, right. So that's the best we have to evaluate. I don't think Eli was better than Dan Marino, but you can understand that in those special moments, at minimum, the debate about whether or not Eli deserves the Hall of Fame, people then fall back to never won a playoff game outside of those 2 years that he ran the table with those Giants teams. Yeah, that's enough for me. He's a Hall of Famer. He did it in the biggest moments, and they count 100 times more than whatever happened in early October against Washington, in my book. Right? I mean, so do we agree on that part?
I do agree on that. I think, look, people can misconstrue the Hall of Fame. So I'll give a perfect example that I think you'll agree with me on. Phillip Rivers was a very talented football player. But if I said to you, Dave, give me the quintessential, the signature moment in Phillip Rivers' career, what is it? Throwing a pick in the fourth quarter? What is it? Like, what do you point to and go, yes, that was his defining characteristic. That was his bolo ties, his 9 kids. He was terrific. But he was Matthew Stafford before Matthew Stafford got a ring. Like, that's who he was. And Eli Manning, to me, when you think of it's the Hall of Fame, he beat an undefeated Patriot team. It's like when people argue Namath shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. First of all, people never watched Namath throw a football. Secondly, he won the most famous game in NFL history outside of the 58 championship game. He should be in. He won that game. That matters.
See, we do agree a lot more than I realized.